Chapter 2. Malik awoke with a throbbing in his skull, as though a tavern brawl had spilled into his head. Sunlight stabbed through his eyes like daggers, and the whole room spun like a drunkard on festival night. Fine silk sheets tangled around his legs, but this was no bed, he knew. He blinked, trying to gather his senses. Across the room sat Louis Gold Pepper Alexander, lounging in a velvet chair like some flashy noble. His hair was wrapped tight in curlers. His robe was covered in leopard spots. On his feet, high-heeled boots with golden buckles. Legs crossed, tea in hand, he looked over purple-tinted spectacles like a nobleman, with no shame and too much flair. Malik stared at him, baffled, head tilted, face scrunched up like he'd just smelled something foul. "Malik, what in God's name? Oh, nay, good brother, nay, I say. Why dost thou look like that? Curlers? A robe? Boots reaching for heaven? My eyes reject this whole picture." He rubbed his temples. "Malik, and what happened last night? Why doth my back feel like I fought a troll?" "Louis, good morning, sir. I am Sir Alexander. I pulled thee down from the ledge of this very building. My building, if I may add." He finished his tea and placed the cup on the floor with a flourish. "All night I pondered thy tale, even while I was with Lady Tanya. For thou, my good sir, art a most curious man. Some whisper thou'rt a peddler of women, others say a cart driver. One old fool even swore thou trained dragons for the king." Malik stood, swaying but proud. "Malik, listen well. I was a legend in these streets. They called me Sir Silk. I walked this kingdom with more style than any lord, 12 of the finest maidens behind me. A cart driver, ha? My chariot was drawn by unicorns, built from wood rarer than stardust." He paced back and forth, arms wide like he was on stage. "Malik, dragons I tamed not, but if the purse were right, I could get thee one by supper." "Louis, sit thyself down, legend. We must talk of how thy riches turned to rags." Waving him off. "I thank thee for the sheets and the headache, but I'm not staying. No man dressed like a tavern queen shall guide my path or give me counsel. Good day, Alexander." He stormed to the door, slamming it behind him so hard the walls trembled. Louis didn't flinch. "Louis, we shall cross paths again." He rose from his chair and walked over to the pillow where Malik had rested. From his robe, he pulled a small crystal vial filled with shimmering salts and sprinkled them gently, pinky raised. The grains lit up with a bright, glowing blue. His eyes widened. "Louis, mine eyes did not deceive me," swayed Nazir. "Either thou art reborn in this fool's flesh, or thou art his father." Through the busy market lanes of Californilet, Malik wandered, still half drunk and fully dramatic. As he passed fish stands and silk booths, a scrappy urchin darted through the crowd and slammed right into him. "Malik, ho, watch thyself! Dost thou not see greatness before thee? 'Tis Silk who stands here." The boy looked up, unimpressed. "Silk? You look more like horse droppings." "What didst thou say, imp? Come back here, thou bold little rat." He gave chase, through fruit stalls and woven rug shops, until the boy slipped inside the royal stables where horses munched on hay. Malik skidded to a halt as he saw the boy hand a leather coin purse to a knight dressed in shining silver armor and a tan tunic, the colors of Californilet's royal guard. "Seize that little rogue. I bring full charges, thievery, mockery, and disrespect." The knight turned slowly. "Why dost thou follow a child into such a quiet place? What is thy intent? To rob him, or something worse?" Malik's jaw dropped. "Malik, hold, that's not it at all. Silk Nazir deals in grown women and gold, not children. If anyone here is suspicious, 'tis thee, hiding out alone with a child." The knight's brow furrowed. "Knight, didst thou say Silk Nazir?" With a steely rasp, he unsheathed his blade. "Knight, by order of the crown, thou art under arrest for conspiring against the realm." Malik's eyes widened. "Nay, not today." He spun and ran for his life. Back inside the stables, the urchin grinned. "Urchin, Nazir, eh? My father once told me of a great knight who wore suede blue and bore that name." The knight's face darkened. "Urchin, anyhow, give me my share, knight." Knight, "Oh, but of course." With sinister swiftness, he drove his sword through the boy's chest and caught the coin purse before it hit the ground. Whistling a cheery tune, he strolled toward nearby knights. "Knight, raise the alarm. Silk Nazir hath slain a child in the stables. Tell everyone to report any and every tall man with short, ragged locks, tattered clothes, smelling of cheap raspberry ale, brown-skinned, and a patchy beard. Up on the stable roof, Malik heard it all. His face twisted in horror. Murder! He shirked loud, giving away his position. A knight on a horse saw him and pointed. You, up there, you are under the authority of the... Malik jumped off the roof and hit the ground running.